What I remember most about the early years when we started the restaurant is that my parents, first time they ever had a restaurant here in the United States, and I saw how they dedicated themselves to it. My father was a businessman, he was very sharp, and my mother was someone who loved excellence in food, and she learned a lot in that first restaurant. And for me, I remember that I was the guy who did the Cuban coffee on the windows and also did the sandwiches, Cuban sandwiches, did a very good job. The defining moment when I realized that in the restaurant this was not just a business but a legacy happened when my children, our children, came into the restaurant. None of them forced to come to us. We never said you have to do it. And individually, each one of them came at different times. So when the three of them were here, it really impacted the heck out of me because it truly, seeing them work and what they're accomplishing is when I realized this is really something that has an impact.
My grandmother, her recipes are what we cook in the kitchen, and the recipes are the Bible. If you try to mess with those recipes, I will chop your hand off, right? This legacy, it means something.
I'm very clear on my mission here and my responsibility to honor the legacy. A large portion of it is keeping everything that worked and everything that has made us the time-tested tradition in South Florida. It's preserving that and protecting that with everything. That's as Director of Sales and Marketing, the marketing aspect, the branding. I'm so protective of our branding and everything that people see and how they view us because I'm protecting what they know and everything, again, that my grandparents did and my parents did. The other aspect of that, for growth, you can't do everything the same because times change. I mean, after 5 decades, technologies change, generations change, people change. I mean, we're talking dealing with employing millennials versus boomers. I mean, things change.
I wanted to know I wanted to be part of the family legacy and to be part of the restaurants. When I was working in the Orlando restaurant, it was 2009. My parents had moved up to the Orlando restaurant to kind of help it get going. We had opened the year prior. They needed a bartender. Never bartended before, but kind of got put in that position, and I loved it.
One of the main lessons I've learned from my father in terms of his leadership style is his consistency, right? He implemented what we call our guiding principles with the restaurant, and throughout his career, throughout his life, he's been consistent with that, which is, you know, ultimately, that's what you want to see in the leader, right? You set the path, you set the vision, and you stick with it. So in terms of my father, he's been the same man in the good way, right? All the good stuff, he's been the same man. There's been growth in some elements, but as far as what we have as our core values, he's been consistent with that.
We have 4 guiding principles at Padrino's. Number 1 is to honor God in all we do. Number 2 is to help those around us grow. Number 3 is to pursue excellence. And number 4 is to grow financially. Leave better to me means that it's encapsulating all of our guiding principles, and it's truly what I want to be our legacy with Padrino's. We want all our guests to come in to leave better. They've had a great experience, something memorable, and they've left better because of their time with us.
And we say this with the employees, and it's the same thing with the guests. There's a million things going on in the world. We want this place to be like an escape.
Leave better means to me that someone comes here and again, they learn something new, a new way of thinking, a new skill, but something that is beneficial for their lives.
We're not in it to win a week, in it to win a quarter, we're in it to win long term, right? And when you think about Leave Better, it's the only way we will have sustainable long-term success because I'm not old, but I'm old enough to know that the person who's just in it to make the most for themselves, that's not gonna last. As we lead and as I lead Padrino's in the new era, I think what is critical is that we never forget what's gotten us here to this point, right? But then realize we do need to make changes. You always have to innovate, or else there is no future. We can't just not move forward, right?
What excites me the most about being part of this next generation that continues this story is that anything is possible at this point. Some of the things that years ago would have seemed like a dream or like a funny idea, now it's like, well, why not? Let's look into it.
It's a honoring of my grandparents' legacy and their hard work. So it's not work for me. It's an honor and a responsibility, and I'm grateful that I get to do it with my brothers.
There's no words that I could say how proud I am that they're doing and what we did, the values that we have, and the fact that they're taking this restaurant, what we had, and continually making it better.
I would say to everybody for the last 50 years, thank you. Thank you for coming.
What you love about our company will stay, but I promise we're gonna grow, we're gonna have fun, and the next 50 years are gonna be unbelievable.
To the guests, to our team, and to the community, I just would want to tell them thank you. Thank you. There is no 50 years of Padrinos without them.